Good evening to Dr. Ngô and everyone. I'm Hui San, and today I'm going to present my programming assignment. So in my group, I'm responsible for coding the timetable section. Therefore, I will only explain the coding related to the timetable part. So I'm running my code using Visual Studio Code, and there's a timetable text file for the initial data containing the 5 courses, which is accounting, programming, linear algebra, economics, and language. So when you run the program, the user will see a menu prompting them to choose whether they are a student or a faculty member. If the user is a student, they must log in with their student ID and password. Students are allowed to view the timetable only and they can't edit it. But faculty member can log in to edit the timetable. Option 1 displays the timetable. Option 2 involves creating a timetable or adding a new course like psychology. The system prompts for details of the new course and confirm with a success message. The user can display the timetable to see the new entry. And the courses are arranged according to their scheduled day from Monday to Friday. So just now I have input Tuesday for psychology, so it appears here over here by the Tuesday part. So now let's try to update the timetable. We'll update the course name to Principle of Psychology and change the day to Friday. Notice how the psychology course has moved to the bottom because the course day has changed to Friday and the course name has also been updated. Option 4 allows course deletion. The system will confirm the deletion with the user before removing the course. So if the user enters a course that does not exist, a course does not exist message will prompt. And finally, when the user has completed everything, they can choose option 5 to exit, returning to the menu. And from there, they can choose to log out and then exit the entire program by selecting exit again. Okay, so let's move on to the objective. The objective of the assignment is to allow reinforcement of concepts covered in lectures, such as data structures, algorithms, programming techniques, and so on. To implement problem-solving skills by tackling real-world or abstract problems using code, and helps develop critical thinking and analytical skills. To encourage students to explore different approaches to solving problems using innovative solutions. Moving on to the programming techniques that I've used in the coding. The first one is the if statement. So I use if statement when I want to make decision in my code, and it allows the program to execute certain blocks of code only if a specific condition is true. And I apply if statement when I want the program to behave differently based on different condition. And these are the examples. Moving on, I have applied a while true loop in my code when I want a block of code to keep running until a certain condition is met or until a break statement is encountered. So for example, inside the loop is the timetable management menu option, and I want the program to keep providing the menu options to the user until the user chooses to exit, at which point the loop is terminated with the break statement over here. Moving on, we have the text file. We must always enter the file path or the file name and the mode into the open function to open the file. And the mode that I've used is R to read the contents in the file, A for appending, and W for writing data. I've also used the with statement to ensure that a file is closed correctly after finishing working with it, no matter what happens to my program. Besides, I've also used sort function to sort the lines of the timetable based on the order of days from Monday to Friday, and the split function to split a string into a list of substring based on the separator. And in this case, the comma is used to split each line of the timetables file into separate pieces of information. And for the strip function is used to remove any leading white space from each line read from the timetable file. So now we have the troubleshooting part. And at first, I struggled to determine the appropriate placement for the break statement within the while true loop, resulting in the loop to keep running. Then I went to ask my group members for help, and now I've learned how to position the break statement correctly and terminate the program effectively. And secondly, I failed to include commas between the course code and the course name in the text file, causing the program to fail to locate the course code required to update the timetable. Then I realized it is actually because I've used the split function, which uses a comma as a separator. So after that, I made the necessary adjustment and my code can run properly again. So in conclusion, this assignment has helped a lot in expanding my programming skills and encouraging critical thinking. I've also learned teamwork by working with such supportive team that always help each other when we have any issue. And lastly, the troubleshooting and errors in the coding have taught me to be brave to find solution to the problem. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.